possible to start with questions for our student athletes so they can leave? That'd be great.
For either KK or Nika, you guys forced 22 turnovers today. Just what was clicking defensively so well?
I feel like, as coach keeps telling us, during timeouts or in the huddles, defense is going to have to, drive our team for us. And our defense always leads to offense. And I feel like, we got a lot of points in transition today. I feel like we were running pretty good. So, just have that in mind, that defense goes a long way for this team right now, as always.
Oh, shoot. Thank you. 21-8, third quarter, coming out of the locker room. What changed? Was it adjustments, execution? Which one? Combination of both?
I would say a combination of both. And just going into the second half, we had to learn how to be smart. It was a very scrappy game. So just learning how to, use our heads, play defense, and communicate with each other and not get riled up so much into the calls or anything. Just play our basketball, just play our game.
Nika, you had a season high today. Just what felt good? Obviously, those threes were falling pretty easily for you.
I would say just, believing in the work that I have been doing for this season, and, just my teammates believe in me. They pass me the ball. They believe that I'm going to make those shots, and, my confidence has just been growing since I'm putting more work in, so just trusting that process.
Easy. Okay, you guys can come out and we'll get
Thank
some
you.
questions for Coach.
Thank you.
There's some great halftime adjustments in the locker room, but what you get for asking a freshman? Let's talk about jibber jabberish.
I would like to come back to that. It was 21-8 in the third, and really until an 8-0 run at the end of the game, it was 15-4 in the fourth. What was it that happened in that second half where you kind of turned it up?
Like KK said, I think once you get a feel for a team, how they're going to be in their attack, you can start to anticipate certain things. You can start to read better. So I think we were a little one step quicker, one step ahead of everything. We had that 20-point lead in the first half, and then we kind of fell off a little bit, and that break kind of gave us a chance to regroup. And like Nika said, once our defense starts creating turnovers, and once our rebounding kicks in, we're pretty quick getting into our offense, and we're pretty quick getting the ball into our shooters' hands. And that third quarter is kind of the way we've been playing now for the last 5 or 6 games.
And you talk about, you guys were very physical today. Did you like the level of physicality? And plus, just going from defense to offense, transitioning from that defense to offense, you transition so quick. Those are the things you're looking for?
Yeah. We're going to be facing with this, not that we haven't already, but we're smaller than most teams that we line up against in our starting lineup. Not having Aubrey available, we can't get bigger on the wing real quick. So I think teams are going to, tonight anyway, they try to take advantage of us physically, both on the perimeter and inside. I do think that's going to be a common theme as we go forward. And we don't look necessarily like we could be a physical team, but I think we can be. And I think we showed that today. But it's, as we move along, it's going to become even more of a factor. Teams that have 10 players, they can go out there and go, we don't care how many fouls we rack up. If we can get them into I foul you, you foul me situation, and unfortunately we can't play like that. But I thought that third quarter we pretty much got everything right.
You know, obviously the first game without Aubrey, just what kind of adjustments did you have to make over the last couple of days, and how did you feel like they executed that today?
Well, the one thing that was obvious, you know, to anybody that was watching, that has been watching us, Aubrey's very reluctant to look at the basket, very reluctant to shoot it. So Q's been sitting on the bench, like taking that all in, and she figures that there was probably 30-some shots in the last 2 weeks that Aubrey didn't take, and she was going to make up for that. So that was the biggest difference. You know, we put Aubrey in, our defense gets better, our rebounding gets better, our transition game gets better, and we didn't have the opportunity to do that today. So what we got was, we got more shots, and she killed our 3-point field goal percentage.
And we didn't see Amari till pretty late, I guess. Just what are you kind of waiting on to see from her now with only 3 forwards available?
Yeah. Well, here's my theory on basketball. The object for any coach, I think, obligation for any coach, is to put their 5 best players on the floor at all times. So if I can do that every single time and rotate it among 7, 8 players, 9, however many, as long as we got, you know, the 5 best players that I can put out there at that time on the court. So right now, that's what we're doing.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.